I'm here with Sean Ashe, who's running Outlaw 275 this weekend.
Yep.
A big supporter of Motor Mania TV and Drag Story with you and with Jason, and he has run off from ATF. And you're Media One LLC.
Correct.
And you guys have certainly helped us out quite a bit. Now, we didn't get an opportunity to see you guys at Bradenton because the car was apart. Tell us a little bit about the plans for this year.
Well, we're getting the car ready for NMRA's new class, Street Outlaw. Last year we ran 275 drag radial, which had us weighing a bit over 3,400 pounds. This year we can weigh 3,100 and change in Street Outlaw. So what we decided to do was take the winner, lighten the car, went with a full fiberglass front end, fiberglass doors, Lexan windows, some other, I guess, secretive lightweight adjustments as well throughout the drivetrain of the car and things of that nature. We got a total of 380 pounds out of the car between all of the changes that we made.
That's a bunch.
Yeah.
That is a whole bunch. So I know that you said that the car just wasn't ready. You guys hadn't had a chance to get it fully put together, and as far as doing any testing prior to the U.S. Street Nationals. So now, have you guys done some testing?
No, we finished the car probably about 2:30 in the morning, Wednesday morning, which was yesterday. Loaded up, drove up here. We made a couple of test passes yesterday. Quickly found out with the new setup in NMRA Street Outlaw, we'll be running the F1X that we ran all last year. At 3,100 pounds in Outlaw 275, we can run ProCharger's F3 121A blower. So we decided to put the big blower on there just because we wouldn't have to shift weight. With the big blower, we found out that our fuel pump wasn't enough. So this morning, went and acquired another fuel pump. So we're running a dual fuel pump setup now. So got all that installed, and now just trying to get the car ready to go make a couple test hits, and we'll find out what she has.
Well, good deal. Well, let's see now. Any performance predictions for the weekend?
I mean, yesterday's hit was promising. We went 115.0 on the back tire to the 60-foot, really not trying to get after it. Jason nor I are used to having a car that is this light with this amount of power. So I'm guessing it's going to take a few passes for us to get a handle on it. The car's going to go a bottom 450 easy, just by what we were able to see yesterday. Ideally, we want to get down in 445 or lower by Sunday. That's the goal. I think if we work hard at it and make a few decent laps and get some data, I have all the confidence in the world in Jason being able to sit on that computer tonight and have it ready for racing tomorrow.
Well, I know that I've never seen a harder working crew than you guys. I've watched you guys change motors, change transmissions, do a little bit of everything at a race when other people would have just said, you know what, let's put it in a box and we're just going to go, we'll watch the race and then we're going to go home. And you guys really have a never die kind of attitude.
Jason and I definitely, ping energy off of each other. Last September when we were here, we had a big motor problem, shot a rod outside of the motor after what was already a long season, and I'll openly admit I was ready to throw in the towel, but Jason said no way, and we worked on it. Well, they forced me to go to sleep so I didn't cut a bad tree, but they worked on it till 6:30 in the morning. Jason has multiple championships under his belt, and he knows what it takes. And unless you treat it like a business and work as hard as you would at your own business, you can't produce a winning race team. So I'm a business owner, Jason's a business owner, so we both have that mentality, and we do what it takes when we're at the racetrack. There's days where he has the let's throw in the towel attitude, and I want to keep going, and we just ping off each other and help each other that way. Danny over there is cleaning some tranny parts. He's definitely both of our right-hand man. He's ready to work on the car no matter how hot, how cold, how late. Doesn't matter. He does everything to this car. He maintains the car while it's at the shop. Any fabrication that needs to be done to the car, he's pretty much built the whole car. And we have a bunch of great companies that also support us that we need to show that we're not going to quit. We're going to be there no matter what it takes. So all of that combined is what drives us to do whatever it takes to make a race. And Bradenton was unfortunate. Like I said, the car just wasn't anywhere near complete. The front end was in pieces. Nothing was mocked up, or even to a point where it could be thrown together to make it. And I try and support Alan anytime I get a chance. Whenever we need a track rental, we drive past 2 tracks to go to Bradenton, because we know what we're going to get at Bradenton every single time. So it's nothing against the 2 tracks I drive past. Just sometimes hit, sometimes miss. But Alan's always done right by me, and I always try and do right by Alan. It just wasn't in the cards for us. We needed to make sure that we have a solid car coming into race season. NMRA's our main thing. These outlaw races aren't too far behind, but the companies that help us depend on the notoriety and the press that you get from a sanctioning body like NMRA. So we have to make sure that the car's ready to go to those type of events, before anything else.
Who else helps you guys with the car?
Mickey Thompson Tire. Tommy and Mickey Thompson always does great by us. Pro Charger. Now that Dave W's gone, we deal with a few other people at Pro Charger. Sergio is our main contact. Sergio's been great to us all through the off season, willing to work with us and help us find out what we need. They were completely on board with us, with the F1X in NMRA trim, and then moving over to the F3 for Outlaw. They were able to provide us any information we needed prior to getting the blower, getting it mocked up in the car, getting the new front end together. I can't thank Pro Charger enough for that. TRZ Motorsports, Mike and Todd, great guys. Got a nice Fab 9 from them. They've always been a part of my race program for years and years and years. Joe at Whole Shot Wheels. Definitely a good rim company. They did a set of rims for us. We found out that we wanted to change them after making one race to something a little bit different. They said, send the rims back, let us take care of it. 100%. Robert and Mark at VP Fuels. I've always dealt, with Robert. I've been friends with him a long time. Mark is my local dealer. Anytime I need fuel, no matter what it takes, no matter how late it is, I can call him, have somebody pick it up, and they just all do great by me. I'm trying to definitely Automatic Transmission Factory and Jason. Definitely can't forget them. Partners on my car. They maintain this car. They work tirelessly on this car, day, night. It doesn't matter. I'm trying to think if there's anybody else. Steve at Murray Speeding Custom. That's another guy. I actually have a running tab. This is the first parts store I ever had a running tab at. If I ever need parts, I call him. He delivers them to the shop for me because he lives near the shop. Most parts stores you go into, especially local guys, it's kind of pay as you go. Special order items, you got to pay in advance. Whatever I need, if I call Steve, he makes sure it gets done. It doesn't matter what the time limit is, it's always there. And all my friends and my family and my crew's family that puts up with us being on the road, we went to 20 races last year, and that doesn't even count all of the testing that we did. In June, July, and August, we were at the track 4 times a week trying to get the car figured out. And last year it was a brand new car. So all the families and friends definitely lend a lot of support in all of our time away from home and all the different places we travel. And all the race promoters that put on these great races, and yourself for covering, so people at home that can't make it can watch. I can't think anybody else I need to thank right now. Well,
and we want to especially thank ATF for they've been on board for several of our events now, and it looks like that's something that's going to continue for the future.
It will definitely continue. I mean, so many people, like I said, can't afford the opportunity to get away from home because they have family to tend to, or obviously with the economy being as bad as it is, you can't get that much time off of work. They're customers just like the spectators. They're people at home that are saving their money so that they can build their cars or whatever not. So they're still customers. They still need to be marketed to. They still want to be able to see the race. And if we need to, sponsor Drag Story and Motor Mania TV in order for them to be able to see that race, then, that's the company we want to be known for.
Well, we appreciate it. And go get them this weekend. We look for some interesting things from you guys.
We are definitely going to try. I can tell you for sure we ain't going to go down without swinging. So.
Good deal. And if you need these guys from Mild to Wild in ATF, if you guys are looking for a transmission, they can hook you up.